Good to hear. Oh.
You are listening to KCOSDigitalMedia.com. Tonight we're broadcasting to you from the beautiful open-minded Gold Room, downtown Colorado Springs, Colorado. It's time for The Beat Goes On.
Good afternoon to some, good evening to most. This is The Beat Goes On Global Internet Radio Show. It's a little bit rainy here. That's why there's not the 350 in attendance.
Yeah.
But, no, we do this all the time, and we are hosted graciously by the Gold Room and Mr. Perry Sanders and all of his properties and concerns. We thank him so much for his hospitality, for letting us do what is basically an internet radio show with an audience. And the way we do the audience thing is we're broadcasting through KCOSDigitalMedia.com. If you know anyone that should be listening or watching on YouTube, text them right now that URL, and you can get the links to YouTube or the media player, whichever. If you're driving, you don't want to watch, I know. We want you to be safe. But we do this because we know that not everyone's standing around waiting at 7 o'clock for our show. So we make this as easy to participate in as possible. So we also do Facebook Live, and you can find the link there to the Facebook Live feed from our Facebook page, and you can comment wherever you are. And we know our friend Trent Hughes has a huge audience, and this is his 4th appearance on our show, and we're just happy as heck to have him here again. And he's brought a very special guest that I'm very excited to see and hear and speak with. But Trent, last year we did your graduation party.
Yes, we did. That was a blast.
It was great, yeah. And they must all be on summer vacation now.
Yeah,
too, right?
I guess they are.
No, but this is another thing that we don't worry about too, because we know we have a lot of people that are listening and watching at home that have kids, have families. Maybe you're not able to get out because of an affliction, an illness, or
Wednesday nights are busy. You're
yeah,
busy.
no,
People are busy on Wednesday nights.
We try to do everything to accommodate the success of every show, because we love Trent. We watched him grow up for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And
they're at high school. Yeah, you watched me through high school.
Yeah, you can watch all the previous Trent Hughes extravaganzas on our YouTube channel.
Oh boy, that's like a solid 8
Colorado
hours of Trent
Music
Hughes
Network.
Band.
Yeah,
Like a solid 8 hours of Trent Hughes Band. I don't know if you want to listen to 8 hours of me.
Well, plus, and we also did that the show with Raylan Nelson where you opened, and Territory Days.
Territory Days shows, yeah. So there's probably like a total of like 12 hours cumulative Trent Hughes Band stuff. That's like scary to think about. I don't know if I could handle myself for 12 hours.
Oh, come on, man. We want the numbers to go up, right?
Yeah, of course.
They can't go down, so
no,
they got to go up.
Of course, yeah.
But yeah, it's great to have you back with everybody. Dad has been an amazing influence. Mom and Dad, you guys are just great, encouraging Trent to go above and beyond at this young age. And
I got a phenomenal team behind me.
We're going to hear even more about recent collaborations when Jami gets up. But you know how we always do this. It's like, okay, we usually do like a couple of songs intro to get everybody in the mood to remember oh, this was Trent Hughes, and this is how fun it was, and stimulate the new listeners to say, well, this is how the show is going to be. If you like, the new country rock style that Trent is really tearing it up doing, and quite successfully. I mean,
It shows.
you don't do the bar circuit,
No.
you do state fairs, you do events, you do an awful lot of really big things for someone your age.
Yeah, we were really busy this past week because we were in Greeley last Tuesday. Wednesday, we were doing a 4th of July show out in Holyoke, Colorado at a racetrack. Our good friend Joe Bellum puts a lot of those on. And then on Friday, we were at the Cherry Creek Arts Festival in Denver, so that was a great show too. So yeah, we've been pretty busy this past week. And then
Wow.
of course Jami came out yesterday, and we were jamming with him last night, doing some songwriting today. So it's just been a crazy music week, but it's been phenomenal. So
Well, that's the way the summer's going. I know. I told everybody that I'm doing something Saturday up in Brighton for Women in the Blues, which is a blues foundation support group. Not support group, but it's a extra added feature that the Blues Foundation does in featuring women in blues that are over and above. The interview is now on our SoundCloud page, and I just put it up on KCOSdigitalmedia.com's Facebook page and the Southern Colorado Musicians and Artists Cooperative group page, which has grown to like 7,600 members now.
yeah, I've
So
seen that. It's getting crazy big.
I know our Facebook reach is like 13,000 some people, which, I always call this my science project, and I'm just ecstatic, and it's been because of the support of Colorado musicians and their guests and my amazing team, the Shadow Man, who we're trying to pull out of the shadows, but
Slowly, I guess.
he's
Hey.
the guy that puts all the glue on everything and makes it stick. And then Nathan Learjet is our software genius that makes the broadcast so smooth and sounds so good.
Technical wizard flies in once a week and makes everything happen.
Well, we've been a little busier than once a week now, too. We've been doing live streaming at Stargazers and Sunshine Studios and Herman's Hideaway at the end of last month. So, yeah, it's good to be busy, isn't it?
It is good to be busy. It means
Yeah.
you're not. It means you're growing, and it means you're just staying on top of the ball, I guess.
Well, you've got that great young attitude. We're gonna talk about the realities sometime, huh, Jami? No, business it's a business. So you're right in on the ground floor, and we're very proud to have you back. So
Oh, thank you for having us.
how
back.
about a
It's always-
couple of songs right off the bat?
All right,
Just
yeah, let's do
set
it.
the mood.
All right, let's do it. All right, this is a little tune we wrote a while ago. You probably remember this one. This is a little tune called How She Rolls. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. She drives an old school truck, wears boots and some blue jeans, tearing up old back roads, the cutest thing you've ever seen. Knows how to rock your world and put a cold one down, jamming that hard-hitting song, driving fast and playing it loud. She shoots whiskey, rocking out to Chris they do. You'll never see her coming. She rolls every time through. 'Cause that's how she rolls. Well, that's how she rolls. When she walks down the street, she turns every head. Well, that girl is on my brain. I'm thinking about every word she says. There's nothing like a country girl that can take your breath away. Can't deny her sweet love, and you'll always say okay. She shoots whiskey, rocking out to Chris they do. You'll never see her coming. She rolls every town through. Yeah. 'Cause that's how she rolls. That's how she rolls. She shoots whiskey, rocking out to Chris like do. You'll never see her coming. She rolls every town through. Yeah, 'cause that's how she rolls. That's how she rolls. That's how she rolls. That's how she rolls. Thank you. Yeah, all right, what are we doing next? You want to do Drunk Like You?
No, don't. You know what? Let's. This is the fun part.
Yeah.
I know how old you are. We talked about this before or not?
How old I am?
No. It's okay. The impetus for that song.
Oh,
You know, that's how she rolls. That that kind of a girl. That's how she rolls.
yeah, that's how she rolls.
Oh man, see, this is a story I didn't pull out of you last time.
Well, we wrote that song. That was me and a buddy of mine named Ryan Kildee. And so, essentially, that song doesn't really have like a huge story behind it. We just came up with that riff. Ryan wrote that riff, and we're like, well, what's the tag behind that song? And it's just like, I don't know, what would it be? And I don't remember what it was, but someone just like, oh, that sounds like a kind of grooving like a car almost. Kind of like you'd hear someone like playing that riff like when you're rolling down the street with a car. And so we just came up with That's How She Rolls. And so that's just essentially where the song came from. It's not about a specific person or anything like that. There are a couple songs I can talk to you about, like specific people or stories or stuff like that. We can get to that later. But no, that song's just like pretty generic. Like we wrote that song around the riff. Like, because in songwriting, I guess there are a couple things you can think of first. And there are two different schools of thought where you can write around a riff and like a chord progression, or you can write around the lyrics themselves. And so that one was just, we wrote around that cool riff. So
I just had to put you on the spot about that one because I
know,
know, man.
I know you did.
You know, you're really an exemplary young man.
Thank you.
The way your parents raised you and your lifestyle,
that,
and no, really. I mean, we see a lot of people. It's like that. What's that Farmers commercial? We know a lot of things because we've seen a lot of things, or something like that. You know, I can never get the cliches right because I'm not a cliche kind of person, but I just had to give you the jolt.
Yeah, I know you had to put me on the spot there. It's all good.
Yeah, yeah. But I love that song. And so you mentioned Ryan. Ryan moved to Michigan, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, Ryan, he and his family moved to Michigan, and we still occasionally write with him. He's like the riff writing master. So if we're like writing a song or anything like that, we'll send him the song, and he'll be like, "Oh, I got the perfect riff for that." And then like 5 minutes later, he'll send us a Facebook video of him just like shredding the riff, and we're like, wow, that actually was like perfect. So he wrote the How She Rolls riff. He wrote, we'll probably another song later called This Heart Don't Bleed. He wrote that riff. Helped write Crawl and all the music that went into Crawl. Anything else? What else did Ryan help us with? And another song we wrote called Perfect As I Wanna Be.
Well, I just, and this is how, this is how we roll, is that we pick up on the conversation and we got to throw in our 2 cents worth. And that's why for all the people, oh, by the way, you're not alone. There's like over 100 people that have already hit the Facebook event.
100 people already? Well, shout outs to all you Facebook fans.
See, there you go.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out and listening with us.
Yeah, and they always grow, you know that. By the end of the week, it'll be, I don't know, numbers I hope that you'll love, but yeah, this is exactly why we do what we do. People that are afraid of a little rain. I hope Ryan in Michigan's listening, because he was a fun guy to hang out with.
Yeah, Ryan's awesome. I miss him. So.
Yeah, but do another song for us, please.
All right, let's do a little Drunk Like You. right, here we go. This is a little, I wish I wrote this song. It's a little Cadillac 3 song called Drunk Like You. Here we go. Ow, 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 ow. Sitting at the bar with a shot and a cold beer, and neither one is doing the job. In through the swinging door, straight to the dance floor, intoxicating, there you are. Addiction is a crazy thing. Oh, what you do to me? 'Cause nothing gets me drunk like you. Even whiskey can't do what you do when you kiss me that way. Oh, that black label lipstick, 90 proof, it's quick, top shelf, tangle in my veins. Oh, it's dangerous, I wanna drink you on up, I can't get enough. You're filling up my cup, nothing gets me drunk like you. Oh, nothing gets me drunk like you, yeah, yeah. Ow, 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 ow. Well, girl, you make a fella wanna tie one on. I'm talking dizzy, tangled up in the sheets. Oh, sip, sip, sip you, baby, till you're gone, and then hangover all over me. Well, hangover all over me. 'Cause nothing gets me drunker like you. Even whiskey can't do what you do when you kiss me that way. Oh, that black label lipstick, 90 proof, it's quick, top shelf, tangle in my veins. Oh, it's dangerous, I wanna drink you on up, I can't get enough. Filling up my cup, nothing gets me drunker like you. Oh, nothing gets me drunker like you, yeah, yeah. Oh, nothing gets me drunk like you. Even whiskey can't do what you do when you kiss me that way. Oh, that black label lipstick, 90 proof, it's quick, top shelf, tangle in my veins. Nothing gets me drunk like you. Even whiskey can't do what you do when you kiss me that way. Oh, that black label lipstick, 90 proof, it's quick, top shelf, tangle in my veins. Oh, it's dangerous, I wanna drink you on up, I can't get enough. You're filling up my cup, nothing gets me drunker like you. Oh, nothing gets me drunker like you, yeah, yeah. Oh, nothing gets me drunker like you. Oh, nothing gets me drunker like you. Oh, it's dangerous. Oh, nothing gets me drunker like you. Oh, nothing gets me drunker like you. Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Most excellent.
Didn't we just see a comment from Ryan?
Yeah, I think it's.
Did Ryan just comment? Oh, hey Ryan, how you doing?
Yep, yep, yep.
We miss you, Ryan.
So, and that's the Taylor you got for your birthday last year, right?
Yeah, we got this talk. Well, graduation party. This was a graduation gift.
That's right.
This was like I guess it's the 1 year anniversary of the talk. So I love this guitar. It sounds great, and
It does, yeah.
got it. I don't know the whole story from this. We ordered it from Nashville, yeah. It was just like it's a very cool graduation present because I had needed a good acoustic guitar for a long time, and it sounds great. So I love it, and it does its job, and it's a great guitar. So
speaking of sound, how's it sound?
oh, it sounds great in here. Like I can hear myself, and everything sounds good. I can hear Jared singing. I can hear Paul thumping the bass. It is thumpy, and I like it.
Well, and that was a segue because we always thank our audio crew, Chad Martin from Hex Audio.
Yeah.
How's sound? Yeah.
Thank you. Making us sound good.
Yeah, and don't forget to take care of Nicole that's not busy enough at the bar, and she's got Brent there with her tonight. So instead of polishing the bar, we should be enjoying ourselves, right? All right. So reintroduce the band to the people that are watching.
Okay, so I'm Trent, obviously. On my left, on your right, is Mr. Paul DeBourgeois, the color bandit, rocking the bass. And so we've been playing with Paul for about 2 years almost, yeah? Yeah, almost 2-year anniversary of being in the Trent Hughes Band. And so he's just a phenomenal, phenomenal bass player. Great guy. He is a great addition to the team because he's also, so in his free time, when he's not doing interviews for the Tanya Hall show, little shout out, and he's a photographer, and so he's a big balloon festival photographer, and he's one of the best in the country, actually, for these balloon festivals. So you can find him on Facebook. You want to plug your Facebook real quick for your photography?
Just look for Color Bandit. You won't spell my last name.
Yeah, DeBourgeois. Okay, so funny story. When we first started playing with him, my whole joke when I introduced him was, this is Paul DeBourgeois. Whenever I introduced the band, I said, this is Paul DeBourgeois, and I made sure I got the last name right. And so Paul was like, you don't have to say that every time. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. So I'll just call you the Color Bandit from now on. And so Paul's awesome. And I mean, like, well, it's impressive to say your last name right. You know, it's a cool last name. It's better than DeBourgeois.
Yes.
Yeah. So, so that's Paul, and he's great. Bass player extraordinaire, photographer extraordinaire. And then back behind me on the drums, rocking like the little cajon hand drum kit, is Jared Schaefer. And so we have had, give him a round of applause. And so we have been playing with Jared for, has it been 4 years? 4 years, I want to say?
I think I played around the show.
First time I was acoustic. And so you were on the first time, for sure, when we were with the band.
Yeah, I know I played the first two.
Yeah.
I played the first one, then I played the second one with Ryan was there too.
Yeah. And so Jared has been playing with us for 4 years probably. And so we met him at church, believe it or not. And so it's kind of a funny story how we met him. So he's playing at our church. We had just kind of like started going to this new church. And we see him playing drums and we're like, dang, he's really good. Because like all the other church drummers were kind of like, they just kind of do the standard stuff. But he's like throwing in these cool fills. He's doing all this really cool stuff on the drums. And I'm like, me and my dad were like, we need a drummer right now. So we should go try to talk to him. And so we're kind of like scanning the church crowd and like looking for his wife and stuff like that. And so we think we see who his wife is. And we go up to her and we're like, hey, your husband's really good at drums. Is he interested in like, does he have a band or anything like that? And she says, he's not playing with a band right now, and good luck trying to convince him to play with you, is what she said. And so we were like, well, we'll go for it anyways. And so we went up and talked to him, and we're like, hey, I'm Trent. I was probably like 15 or 16 at the time. I was young.
You were still 15.
I was 15, and I had not this, so I looked like a baby. And so we're like, hey, we kind of do some like country kind of rock stuff. Would you be interested in playing that? And he's like, yeah, I'll come jam with you. And so we've had him ever since. And so Jared is amazing,
Awesome.
an amazing, amazing drummer. And so Jared is actually not a country drummer, or like, he's a much, like, how would you describe your drum influences and style?
Not country.
Not.
Okay.
More rock. I like
Okay.
progressive rock, and I'll do different time signatures and stuff.
You
I
put
like Dream
the-
Theater and
Yeah.
Rush, those type of things.
You
That's
put
what I
the-
did mostly in high
Nice.
school.
Yeah, and I was going to say, oh, you must have done a stint with The Who because you brought your tore up cymbals.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's great. And in fact, we just had a progressive rock band 2 weeks ago. We took last week off. Did anybody miss us?
I watched
Yes.
4th of July.
It was
I
4th of
went to
July.
the YouTube channel
No,
and
it
watched
was the
videos all day.
Yeah, it was the 4th of July, so it's like, well, you know, it's family day, it's fireworks day. I couldn't pay Nicole enough money to keep it open. But, and all apologies to Charlie Milo. We always love Charlie, and we'll have him back another time as always. But, yeah, Mad Pow, have you ever heard of those guys? They're from Denver. and they do prog justice.
Cool.
Have you ever heard of the Colorado Art Rock Society? Okay, I'll look it up on Facebook because I'm trying to nudge them because I love prog rock myself. And every once in a while they'll do a festival up in Denver with all the Denver prog bands. And you know, you think country is obscure, you think blues is obscure. Prog rock is like way down on the obscurity level, right?
Yep.
But yeah, no, we do it all, you know that. And welcome again. Thanks again for coming. And you know what? It's time for some more music.
Well, I got to give a quick shout out to there's some band members that aren't here that are not on stage with us. So my dad actually plays in the band too, and he's out in the crowd tonight.
We knew that.
And so he plays like whatever I need him to play. So he's the bass player if I need him to play bass, or like if Paul's busy taking some sweet photos. Or if he's playing rhythm guitar for me right now too. So it's really cool because he can just fill in, do whatever. And I know I can count on him for that. And he wears a lot of hats. He's dad, he's booking agent, he's manager, bass player / rhythm guitarist. And so he does a lot. And so he takes care of the band for sure. So
He's been doing a fine job
Yeah.
of that. Yes. Yes. We always say that, you know, the family that's involved in music together is a great family. And you guys, you're one of my favorites. You know, you guys have kept things real the whole time. We see people come and go. We see new people. We see them never come back again, you know, things like that. But you guys, it's always a pleasure to have you here.
oh, thank you.
Yeah. So with that,
More music? All right,
Yeah.
let's do a little Living Hard. Let's do Living Hard. Ready? Woke up this morning in yesterday's clothes. Still got my buzz from last night's show. Cup of coffee, ready to go again. When I've got 27 shows in 27 days playing junkyard guitar, getting paid to check the set list to tell you what state I'm in. No, this living hard isn't hardly living for a harder rock and roll dog or rowdy musician. Run like a stone, starting to look like Dylan. Living hard isn't hardly living. Woohoo! 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 I'm high on the stage and living in the spotlight. Airplanes, champagne, yeah, it's just what it looks like. Chasing dreams, one song at a time. Well, welcome to my world. For the next 90 minutes, I'll be bearing my soul for the price of your ticket. And do it all over again tomorrow night. No, this living hard isn't hardly living for a harder rock and roll dog or rowdy musician. Run like a stone, starting to look like Dylan. Living hard isn't hardly living. Woohoo! 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 No, this living hard isn't hard to living for a harder rock and roll dog around a musician. Run like a stone, starting to look like Dylan. Living hard isn't hardly living. Woohoo! Woohoo! Woohoo!
welcome. So Greeley Stampede was a fun thing, huh?
Yes, it was a blast. So that was our 4th year at the Greeley Stampede as well. For every year I've been on here, I've been at the Greeley Stampede too. This year was we were opening up for a guy named Core Blund, and so he's this I don't know how to describe it. If you're familiar with Brad Paisley's kind of writing style, it's a little bit quirky, it's a little bit kind of funny. He's kind of like that, and he's this big country star in Canada actually, and so he has multiple gold. Was it gold? 3 gold albums, and so in Canada. So it was really really cool opening for him, and it was like some of his bandmates were like coming out and listening to us before they went on, and so Greeley Stampede this year was a blast. Made some new fans, and then we actually also played the kickoff party for the Greeley Stampede, and that was back in June. That was just a complete blast too. We got to make a lot of new fans, and it was just in downtown Greeley. We're just tearing it up. So that was a lot of fun. And then, so we were Greeley and then Holyoke, and the Holyoke show was just kind of a good jam fest. And then Cherry Creek Arts Festival was our 2nd year there as well last week. And they always treat us super well. They always have an amazing staff that's like carrying our gear for us and stuff like that. And it's like, that never happens to me. It makes me feel like I'm more important than I am. But they do a great job up there. And so this year we were on the first day of the Cherry Creek Arts Festival, and they had giant stage. It was just so much fun to be up there.
Yeah, I do the Greeley Blues Jam every year, and same thing. They do the street festival Friday night, and then the Greeley Blues Jam at the stadium Saturday, 11-hour day. You know, nothing but fun. But boy, by the end of the day, you're like,
oh yeah, you're ready for a nap.
Yeah, but you know what? The unofficial choreography of the show has been dictating that. Hey, for the next 15 minutes, man, just do some songs, and we'll let the conversation lapse until a break time that's going to introduce
Jamie will be coming up
special
after
guest,
us. Yeah.
and let's watch the numbers rise.
All right. What do you guys
All
want to do? You want to do Ron? Yeah. So, all right, this next song stemmed from kind of a funny story. We always get asked, like, hey, you're a country band, right? Why don't you play any country music? And so our identity that we're pushing right now is hard edge country, and so it's that kind of combination of rock, putting in some country music, and just my whole idea behind this is, how many people have you ever met that said, I don't like classic rock? Have you ever met a person that's like, I hate classic rock? Right? Really? You hate classic rock? Wow, Mark.
You know, and see,
First
I'm
one.
old enough. I'm old enough to do that because it started off. You know, I started listening way back in the Summer of Love. You might have read that.
Okay, yeah.
In your history book, maybe.
History of rock and roll, yeah.
But you know, when everything was fresh, new, and you know, Woodstock was happening, and all this new explosion of a genre, and then radio took over.
Ooh.
You know, it used to be FM radio was so cool. Steely Dan made a song about it for a soundtrack for a movie, and then big money came in, and it just crashed, you know, for me. So in like the late 70s, what did I do? I went to jazz fusion and prog rock.
Okay.
So, yeah. No, I mean, everybody likes classic rock,
Like,
sure.
yeah, like Zeppelin and Skinner and...
See, yeah. I mean, there's anthems. There's always going to be anthems. But,
Yeah.
you know, when you hear it every hour on the hour,
Yeah,
every
yeah, I
day,
get that.
You know,
It gets tired. That's any music, though, I think.
But there's got to be some creative programming like, like what we do at kcosdigitalmedia.com. You know, when we get music from artists, and they're primarily unsigned independent artists, we don't say, what's your hit song, what do you want to push? We play the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we've got the broadcast software set so that you will hear everything on the music you submit before you hear the first song again.
That's awesome.
So we're doing things, we're doing experimental things to get back to
Absolutely.
getting people interested in listening to radio again.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's where you come in and do what you do.
Yeah. So the whole thing was like, you play a lot of classic rock, you play a lot of rock, you play a lot of like rock and country. So like you need to play some old school country. And so like the epitome of old school country for me at least is Johnny Cash and then George Strait. And so George Strait's pretty like he's a tenor and I'm a bass. in like a baritone. So I found the one George Strait song I can actually sing. So this is that song. Here we go. If there's a plane or a bus leaving Dallas, I hope you're on it. If there's a train moving fast down the track, I hope you caught it. 'Cause I swear out there ain't where you ought to be. So catch a ride, catch a cab. Don't you know I need you bad, but don't you walk to me. Oh baby, run, cut a path across the blue skies. Straight in a straight line, you can't get here fast enough. Find a truck and fire it up. Lean on the gas and off the clutch. Leave Dallas in the dust. Oh, I need you in a rush. So baby, run. Got a suitcase, get a box or an old brown paper sack. Pack it light or pack it heavy. Take a truck, take a Chevy. Baby, just come back. There's a shortcut to the highway out of town. Why don't you take it? Oh, and don't let that speed limit slow you down. Go on and break it. Oh baby, run, cut a path across the blue skies. Straight in a straight line, you can't get here fast enough. Find a truck and fire it up. Lean on the gas and off the clutch. Leave Dallas in the dust. Oh, I need you in a rush. So baby, run. Oh baby, run. Oh baby, run, cut a path across the blue skies. Straight in a straight line, you can't get here fast enough. Find a truck and fire it up. Lean on the gas and off the clutch. Leave Dallas in the dust. 'Cause I need you in a rush. Oh baby, run. Oh baby, run. Thank you.
See, this is why there's usually like 50 screaming young ladies in front of the stage wherever Trent goes. Is that too little, or it is usually?
I'm not sure about that number. We'll have to get a number check from my math team on that.
No, but you know what? What a sweet voice you're growing into.
Oh,
you
thank
know?
you, thank you.
Really, and so, speaking of country music history, you know, I came from Central California, Bakersfield, California, population 75 Saturday. Remember that? Hee-haw. Yeah, yeah. You know, Jamie and I are going, yeah, hee-haw. It's like, well, everyone thought that was country coming from Bakersfield, California.
Well, yeah, you got like, oh, you got Buck Owens, you got
Yeah.
Dwight. Dwight Yoakam is the man. Like,
Yeah.
you get that move going on the guitar, and like, oof, ladies are loving you.
Well, now we got an audience of around 500. Jamie's going, hey, I kind of want to get up and just like do a couple more.
All right.
So we can get Jamie up and we can grill Jamie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do? Well, should we do one of Jamie's songs as a transition?
Oh, man. So we
Ooh.
do the big intro and rave up and, you know, almost like a Blues Brothers. Come on. Dun, 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 dun. All right.
Do another one? All right, we'll do, this is a little tune called Playing with Fire. So Jamie wrote this song, and we liked it so much that we're like, hey, we want to try to Trent Hughes Band that up a little bit. So this little tune called Playing with Fire that Jamie wrote. So here we go. You look like trouble. You're showing all the signs. There's so many red flags between that black dress and those blue eyes. Damn those eyes. Well, there was something about that kiss you gave me so soft and subtle. Well, you say your old man burned you. Let's make that drink a double. Oh, playing with fire. Oh, playing with fire. Sweet kerosene kills. Oh, I should walk away, but I'm drawn in and I can't resist. Playing with fire. You up on a dance. You took me by surprise when you whispered you don't think I should be alone tonight. Well, damn those eyes. What is it about you, baby, that's got my heart screaming no? It started with a spark in the dark, now it's burning out of control. We're playing with fire, sweet kerosene kills. I should walk away, but I'm drawn in and I can't resist. Playing with fire. Playing with fire, sweet kerosene kills. Oh, I should walk away, but I'm drawn in and I can't resist. Oh, playing with fire, sweet kerosene kills. Oh, I should walk away, but I'm drawn in and I can't resist. Oh, no, I can't resist. Playing with fire. Playing with fire. Thank you, thank you. And with that, I think Jami Grooms is going to come up and
Very
play
nice.
a few.
What a perfect introduction. Ladies and gentlemen.
The
this is-
amazing Jami Grooms.
Yeah. Special guest star. We have already, I like this guy already. He has got quite the story, and we're going to get a little bit out of him. I don't know how much you feel like disclosing here, Jamie.
Enough.
Enough?
Enough.
Okay, I know I got to go back to my Tennessee vocabulary and realize that's as much as you want.
This is my first time to Colorado, y'all. It's been interesting. I've had a good time.
That's great.
It's a pretty place. We saw the Garden of the Gods. Hang on, if I let your tuner on, so the battery could be dead.
Oh,
No, we're good. I think we'll be good. You're leaving your guitar up here, though, right? Oh, that's close enough for government work. I'm good.
so coming from Tennessee, what do you think of Garden of the Gods?
I was pretty cool with the colors of it. It was pretty. It was something to see. We had a good time today. We enjoyed ourselves. We wrote a song today that was worth it. My name's Jami Grooms, y'all. It's nice to meet y'all.
Absolutely.
Let the record show there was a standing ovation. I'm just kidding. Y'all, every word in this song is true with one word. He said, go to school, son, or get a job. I guess I told him when I flipped him off. I'm 18, don't tell me what to do. Back tires burning off that old Chevelle. It's my way of saying you can go to hell. This is where it ends with me and you. 'Cause I ain't never gonna talk to you again. This is it and that's the way it is. All I know is as long as I live, I ain't never gonna talk to you again. Spent the next 5 years either drunk or stoned. But 2 or 3 times I went back home. It's good to see Mom, yeah, it came down to me and him. He started preaching about his wrong and right. I'd mumble something about it being my life. 23 acting like a punk-ass kid. I ain't never gonna talk to you again. This is it and that's the way it is. Gonna talk to you again. I sat down once to write the old man a letter. I almost called to tell him I got my act together. I broke down crying when I got the news. Yelling at the phone, this could be true. After all these years, Dad, I still can't believe I ain't never gonna talk to you again. This is it and that's the way it is. All I know is as long as I live, I ain't never gonna talk to you again. Talk to you again.
Yeah. What a treat.
Oh, thank you, man.
I wanted to say that to someone the other day.
Well, the guitar's a little tinny, just a hair, not much. The only line that wasn't true was the Red Chevelle. I wrote that song with Don Sampson. Don wrote Wanted with Alan Jackson, and Between an Old Memory made a bunch of songs, and I love Don. But he said, I wanted a Red Chevelle, so fuck him. That's what he said. He said, we're just going to add it in there. And I was like, all right, let's just go for it. Yeah, I've got a new record coming out. You can find me at Jami Grooms Music on, just go to the FaceTube, all that stuff. You can't run away from it. That's the world we live in. It's everywhere. I've got a song I'm going to put out, y'all. Oh, I dropped it. Look here. Mark, got your phone. Now, Mark, you hit me as the old hippie type.
You know,
I'm not wrong in saying that, Emma. That's not an accusation you're going to run from.
I had to explain that term to someone the other day too.
My dad looked just like David Crosby. He's been gone like 9 years now. He had the long hair to the day he died. And he turned 18 in 1968. He went for a walk. And ended up out in Woodstock and all that stuff. But where I live is in Summertown, Tennessee, which is next to the farm. The Gaston farm, the big hippie farm they have out there in the woods. And it's where the rednecks and the hippies all get together and hang out from time to time.
So that's not where they have Bonnaroo, is it?
No, we're a little closer over the other way. Though the Bonnaroo, that's its own. I haven't been yet. It seems interesting. It seems. This song goes out to any mothers that have sons, y'all. I wrote this with a cat named Doug Stokes. We just got the master back the other day. This will be on iTunes before long. Alone in the kitchen, blue paint on her cheek. Everything's ready to go. And yeah, it's a boy, and he's due next week. She's excited, heart's all aglow. She turns on the radio and she dances with her little man spinning around, belly and hand, 'cause she knows there'll come a day and some lucky girl dance in her place. She holds on as long as she can, her little man. She held that baby so tight in her arms. One day she blinked, he was grown. His first steps together, they filled up her heart as he heads on his senior prom. Just how about a dance with Mom? And she dances with her little man spinning around, hand in hand, 'cause she knows there'll come a day some lucky girl will dance in her place. She holds on as long as she can, her little man. The vows are exchanged and the rings are in place. Her baby boy is dancing away. Then he walks over, wipes a tear from her eye. Says there's still one girl haven't danced with tonight. She dances with her little man spinning around, hand in hand, 'cause she knows today is the day, and that lucky one will dance in her place. Holds on as long as she can, the memory of every dance, her little man, her little man. Oh, bless y'all, bless y'all. You gonna play with us? Are we good to? We'll just change chords and everything. I thought it did sound like it. I was gonna blame it on Jared.
My bad. My bad.
How do I turn this on? Yeah. Oh, we're back, y'all. Y'all give a hand for Jared, y'all. Keeping time like that. Problem is I don't play in tune or in time. Mark, we just met, but I feel like we know each other. Like we're old souls together. Mark, I drink a little bit, you know. And I sit on my porch sometimes late at night and the neighbors will come over. I always end up preaching. I end up saying what I gotta say, but so I always say there's a few house rules. That's what this song came to be. Well, you can take a knee, I choose to stand. That ain't right. draw my line in the sand. You can lean to the left, you can follow the right. There ain't enough to make me wanna fight. But if you wanna light my ring of fire, if you wanna watch me go insane, start running down the man in black or the man in the old King James. If you wanna see me get red real fast, start talking shit about Jesus or Johnny Cash. Touch my woman and my guitar, and you know real fast you went too far. I heard a soldier or an innocent child, and I'll be anything but meek and mild. If you wanna light my ring of fire, if you wanna watch me go insane, start running down the man in black or the man in the old King James. If you wanna see me get red real fast, start talking shit about Jesus, Johnny Cash. One stood and sang, I walked the line. One turned the water into wine. I can't explain what they both gave me. Different ways they both saved me. If you wanna light my ring of fire, if you wanna watch me go insane, start running down the man in black or the man in the old King James. If you wanna see me get red real fast, start talking shit about Jesus, Johnny Cash. Oh.
So I understand you live on about 65 acres.
Yeah, I'm out in the middle of nowhere, man.
So it's this neighbor concept. That's what kind of I'm thinking. It's like, okay, the neighbors, if they all live within.
Everybody, I have the least amount of land too. Everybody's like 100. We do get together. We'll grill a little something. We'll talk about the government. You know.
So I also got to say, some movies, they're you have the feel-good moments of some movies when someone breaks out into a song, and so I'm envisioning in my mind, and there is something I gotta click on you, man.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
It's like okay, so the neighbors come over. Does that include like a lot of the critters from the forest come out and they just sit and commune with you guys, and
we have our moments.
Everything's beautiful. And
Yeah, a little fire pit, we share the word, we talk, we laugh, we joke.
I need to come out for that, man.
You need to come hang out in Tennessee. And then sometimes I end up playing this song. I wrote this song a lot of years ago with my buddy Sean Ames. For good or bad. My daddy worked this farm, his daddy worked it too. I thought I lost it all in a drought of 92. Sun came and turned my land down there in the desert sand. I found myself a brand new plan. Talking about my cash crop, it's all homegrown. Cashing in the seeds I sown. Trying to give the people what they want. Talking about my cash crop and rolling it in. Make my living on supply and demand. You can say my future's going up in smoke. Talking about my cash crop. Y'all, my buddy Mark hooked me up with seeds to get me started. Hadn't had a crop this green in all my years of farming. Money's never smelled so sweet, drying in the barn. I found a way to keep the farm. Talking about my cash crop, it's all homegrown. Cashing in the seeds I sown. Trying to give the people what they want. Talking about my cash crop and rolling it in. Make my living on supply and demand. You can say my future's going up in smoke. I never finished school, but I got a higher education. My daddy still be proud despite my occupation. Talking about my cash crop, it's all homegrown. Cashing in the seeds I sown. Trying to give the people what they want. Talking about my cash crop, I'm rolling it in. Make my living on supply and demand. You can say my future's going up in smoke. Talking about my cash crop.
And you're liking Colorado, huh?
Yeah, and here I was. I'll post it shortly. Hey, this song I wrote with a cat named Martin Armour. This may be, I've written a lot of honest songs. I've written a lot of songs just to write songs. This is, I wrote it years ago. It still stands. It's going to be on my new record. I've recut it. I'll get that cape on there right. That sounded terrible, y'all. It's a little out of tune. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. Tell some jokes. Don't, see, are you back? Can we unplug, Chad? Muted? Yo, I left my Gibson Hummingbird at home.
Oh, man. I wouldn't trust airlines either.
So these are beautiful guitars. They've been wonderful. I just know my gear. I play about 4 nights a week out, Joe. I've been making a good living doing it, writing songs, singing them. I've been cashing my paychecks like Haggard and Jones. You could say that pretty easy. That's even worse, but we're okay. It's loud, is what it is. Are we still live? Is everybody listening?
Oh, man. You're the star,
almost
man.
500.
Y'all talk amongst yourselves. Talk like, do a commercial, Mark. Come on now. What are we
You
advertising
are
here?
at the top of the hour listening, of course, to KCOSdigitalmedia.com.
What's our beer special tonight?
Well, that's Nicole's special, you call it.
A shot of Crown. Everybody buy themselves a shot of Crown. See, notice I didn't buy it. I'll buy everybody a water.
See, that was a Richard Pryor joke.
Yeah.
I want to buy everybody something.
Yeah.
How about a shot
Get
of
yourself something. Get it something nice. Something you're going to want. Just don't put it on my tab.
So did that work at the Wild Horse?
No. Yeah, I don't know if you ever come to Nashville. I've been at the Wild Horse Saloon for the last 11 years. I was like the house band for a long time, a bunch of us. And now it's just been my guitar. I just got tired of bass players, Paul. I'm just going to tell you. But that's really what it was. It was just my bass player. Oh, and he might be listening. I don't think so. He don't follow me. That's the way it goes.
Oh man, you know I hang out with the blues community, and some of them play cigar box guitar, 2-string, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I couldn't. I'm simple. I don't play in tune or in time. I don't even remember what we was going. Oh yeah, we was doing paid for one. Let's just pretend that it's in tune, yo.
See,
Come on, Mark.
that's why I like John McLaughlin, the king of jazz fusion. He publicly
That's in tune in jazz fusion. See, we're not even out. Are we good there?
he says
Come
he
on,
goes,
Chad. This is getting embarrassing. We switch the guitars out again. I'm like Prince here.
He says there's no wrong note.
Ooh, we were live.
Yeah.
Chad, where you at? I don't even know where Chad's at. He's hiding. He's moving.
Chad's got the tablet. He's
Welcome
moved-
to Colorado, y'all. This is brought to you by... What was that store we went to? Are we in tune now?
I thought you were the storyteller of the night.
No.
This is what we say. We're like storytellers on VH1, or you could say that we're the Mystery Science 3000 Theater, 3 Shadows in the Corner.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with these guitars, y'all. It could be the speakers. Let's do another song. Let's do one without a capo.
Do you want me to move that monitor closer to you like you wanted?
We tuning standard here. I just had this song cut by a cat named Jacob Bryant. He's a good artist out of Georgia, a cool cat. I wrote this song with Marty Brown. If you don't know who Marty Brown is, you're probably better off. I love Marty Brown. If Marty happened to hear this, I love you, Marty. You know I do.
And they probably tell the same stories about you.
Yeah, he's just like, Jami Grooms is always in my way. But Jacob Bryant came along. We cut this song, and I put it out. I've got a bunch of stuff out on I'm with you. It's in tune. I hear what he's saying. Yeah, it's in tune. So something's going haywire, y'all. The keep talking, y'all. Marty Brown. We wrote this song. I'm gonna mess your guitar all up, but is there a commercial break? Am I? Mark, tell us a story.
Sound a little bright, huh? Speaking of bright, you know, we have to thank our sponsor, Neon Pig Creative, for the great flyers that they make us for our calendar every month. And they're part of the complex here, part of the family, and we love them to death. We love all of our sponsors, Hex Audio, Sunshine Studios, Stargazers. Yep. Our favorite charity foundations, Mountain Kids Music and helpautism.org.
Yes, we definitely miss the ladies. I'd like to get them back. I'm missing them lately.
Yeah, you know, it's the summertime and kids are out running amok if they're not in the country, right, Jamie?
Yeah.
You know, country kids, you put
They're
them to
doing
work.
what you do in Colorado on a Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, that's Wednesday, you know.
Well, I was here on Tuesday too.
Well, you know, you can always catch our live streaming events. Go to Colorado Music Network, and all of our events we've ever done are right there in one place. Over 1,000
You
videos,
turn me up, Chad.
100,000 hours watched, right there on YouTube. 300,000 views. Wow. We're moving on up, I guess.
So yeah, we've been seen in 200 countries, Jamie. How about that?
200 countries. That including Alabama?
You know, that all depends on our perspective. I used to work in Alabama. Loved the barbecue.
I spent my time in Alabama. I wrote for Rick Hall down in Muscle Shoals. I don't know if you've seen that Muscle Shoals documentary.
I saw that,
Yeah, I spent 5 years with Rick Hall and loved every out-of-tune moment of it. I'm just going to do it like Andy Griffith. I'm just going to play it anyway. I don't even care.
Oh, yeah, please.
I was just singing it out of tune. I wrote this song with Marty Brown. Jacob Bryant cut it. Google his version, other than what you're going to hear tonight. My buddy Johnny Beckman, yo, I lost him. He was my dear friend. And I wrote this before he died, but it became his song after that. When I'm gone, don't bring me a pretty flower. And don't sit and cry for me in my tombstone. Come and visit me in the midnight hour with your party on. Think of me, recall all the good times, bringing memories in a bottle of ocean beer. Take a swig of some haunted honky-tonk moonshine and remember me. And pour whiskey on my grave, let it seep into my bones. Have a drink with me, oh, even when I'm gone. I'll do the same with you, if you'll do the same with me. Turn it up and take a shot, oh man, set my spirit free. Don't forget the promise that you made. You pour whiskey on my grave. My times I don't let the good times be gone. Let me still go out like I wanted to go. Kicking it up and drinking with my boots on, a rebel soul. And pour whiskey on my grave, let it seep into my bones. Have a drink with me, oh, even when I'm gone. I'll do the same for you, if you'll do the same for me. Turn it up and take a shot, oh man, set my spirit free. And don't forget the promise that you made. Pour whiskey on my grave. When I'm gone, don't bring me a pretty flower. Don't sit and cry for me if I touched on. Come and visit me in the midnight hour with your flip-flops on.
Man, we're Irish. My family's Irish.
Okay, I don't blame you. I ain't holding nobody's grudge.
Well, whiskey on the grave, that's, I tried to explain an Irish wake to somebody. And
that's the only way to go, really, I think.
That's...
Just don't run it through your kidneys first. Before you get there. This next song, man, I love this country. I know it's all messed up right now. Everybody's mad at each other. They don't seem mad not in Colorado.
But we come together.
Yeah,
We do.
it's music and life, Out of tune guitars. I think Waylon said that. Oh well. This song, I saw this guy on Fox News one night, and he just said something. And I was walking out the door. He talked about how much he just loved being in the military. He just had one bad day, and it just floored me. So I was with my buddy Matt Mason. If you're checking out independent music out there, y'all, Matt Mason is, I write a lot of songs with him. He's got a song called E out there right now. He's phenomenal. He's killing it. He's down in Texas a lot. I said, I want to write this song, man. It's a conversation. He's like, yeah, bring it on, man. Let's do it. This is what we wrote. This is going to be on the new record, y'all. Airport bar at 3 a.m. Drinking off a layover again. I was searching for some truth when he walked in. He had his uniform on, and both his legs were gone. He said, after 2 tours in Iraq, man, it's good to be back home. Called me stairs, he set down his bags. He said, howdy, friend, and he shook my hand. He said, you like my new magic legs? Yeah, just like Lieutenant Dan. And I thanked him for his service. And I bought us a couple shots of bourbon. And I was humbled to the core. He said, man, it was all worth it. I just had one bad day. Being what I love. Helping freedom ring where it comes to push and shove. So let's raise this glass to the ones who didn't make it back, 'cause that's a sacrifice, that's a price to pay. Me just had one bad day. Greens on the back, 35 trips. I said, man, it must have been intense. He said, yeah, not as bad as number 36. I just went silent when the bombs went on. And a lot of good friends paid the cost. I ordered up another round. He said, man, everything ain't lost. I just had one bad day. Being what I love. Helping freedom ring when it comes to push and shove. So let's raise this glass to the ones who didn't make it back, 'cause that's a sacrifice, that's a price to pay. Me just had one bad day. Speaker said boarding flight 385. He said, friend, I think that's my ride. He thanked me for the bourbon. He said, believe me, it was worth it. I just had one bad day. Being what I love, helping freedom ring where it comes to push and shove. So let's raise this glass to the ones who didn't make it back, 'cause that's a sacrifice, that's a price to pay. Me just had one bad day. It seems way too early for Christmas songs, doesn't it? This guitar is out of tune, but I think it's just some airwaves issues. Just like the camera adds 310s, something's not gonna. But we're not gonna address it, Mark. We're gonna move on.
Boy, That's a quick recovery from that last song, man. I got to tell you, being a veteran, thank you.
Oh, thank you for your service, man. God bless you.
Bless everybody that came back and raised your glass.
Yeah, some of them are having a hard time, man. There's some. We just had a new song. There's a video on the FaceTube. I say that. Uncle Diamond says that. If you buy Jacob Bryant's record when it comes out, that Pour Whiskey on My Grave, Uncle Diamond is just this. Can you hear that? It's a G-string, baby. You pull me tight. Oh, it's off. We're gonna deal with it. We're gonna move on, Mark.
All right.
Thank you for your service, though, man. Seriously.
You know, I have to thank way many more. As I said before break, before the show, we're all citizen soldiers.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. I have a song called "Citizen Soldier" I hadn't heard. Where'd that other guitar go? We're way off. I don't know what's up. I'm sorry, y'all. It's Colorado. It could be the
Well, you know,
Trent. Is that guitar tuned up?
I just did an interview with Bridget Purdy, a blues lady that's going to be up at
Chad, turn me off here a second.
Brighton Saturday. And first thing, she flew in from California. And I said, how's it feel to be so high? And, of course, she took it wrong. And I said, no, elevation-wise, you know.
Elevation-wise, that's what it was?
Yeah. Because, you know, you come here and you spend more than a day. And you play and you sing. And, you know, it's like the festival days that Trent talks about. We, you know, Greeley Blues Jam, the headliner was Ronnie Earl. And Ronnie had to, you know, he's older gentleman these days, and he's diabetic.
Aren't we all?
And he had to sit down half the set, but he played his heart out. It was just amazing, you know.
Oh, that's awesome.
You do what you do, man.
Go. Hey, there was a button hit, y'all. It's my fault. It was my ignorance of that guitar is what it was. If the show was ruined, blame it on Paul. Let's just keep sticking with Paul on that one. I wrote this song with a cat named Rusty Tabor, Bobby Pinson. Oh my goodness, Mark. What's his name? What's Mark's last name? Mark McGuinn. Mark McGuinn. He had that song, Mr. Stephen Rudy. I love Mark McGuinn. He'll understand. I had this idea one day. I was standing at the liquor store. I was buying something. The guy was like $48.23, and I was like, "That's the cost of being me. Like that's just what it costs." So I was writing with Rusty and Mark, and we'd written this song, and we got done, and I told that story, and they were laughing. We were carrying on, and Bobby Pinson is just an I don't know if you're into songwriting. Check out Bobby Pinson. Check out Travis Meadows, James LeBlanc. These are huge songwriters. They have a lot of stuff you've heard, but their stuff's real. And Bobby was in the other room, and I didn't know it. And Rusty came back in there, and we can cuss, right? Yeah.
This is an internet radio.
Well, I'm not going to say too much because, you know, my mom may be listening. She's heard me say worse. I don't want to say too much.
Everybody's afraid of their moms still. No
Rusty
matter how
just came
old
back
you
in the room, and he's like, Bobby Pinson said you were a bleep if we didn't write that song right now. And I was like, what song? He's like, The Cost of It, man. I said, let's do it. So we sat down and we wrote this song right here. And it was some of the most honest lyrics I've ever written. I spent the last dime I got left on a pack of cheap-ass cigarettes. I buy a round for anyone I can get to buy my bullshit. Sitting next to Mama in her church, all hung over in a wrinkled shirt. Thank God in that pew, Mama didn't know what Jesus knew. Well, I drink my whiskey from the well. My soul's alone, but it ain't for sale. I've had my daddy pay my bill. That kind of hell just don't come cheap. And if I had half of what I lost, I'd be a little bit better off. I paid a lot for being free. Yeah, that's the cost of being me. Quit a job that worked me pretty hard. Pulled down a badass piece of shit car. Hadn't driven in a while. If you're going nowhere, go in style. Spend the rest of what I got on a girl that I didn't need. And like that car up on blocks, she wasn't built to last. She was built for speed. Well, I drink my whiskey from the well. My soul's sale. I've had my daddy pay my bill. That kind of hell just don't come cheap. And if I had half of what I lost, I'd be a little bit better off. I paid a lot for being free. Yeah, that's the cost of being me. 20 on a lottery ticket, $1 in a beggar's pay, quarter on a heartbroken haggard song, a penny in a wishing well. I drink my whiskey from the well, my soul's alone, but it ain't for sale. I've had my daddy pay my bill. That kind of hell just don't come cheap. And if I had half of what I lost, I'd be a little bit better off. I paid a lot for being free. Yeah, that's the cost of being me. I spent the last dime I got left on a pack of cheap-ass cigarettes. I buy around for anyone I can get to buy my bullshit.
That's some real stuff right there.
So obviously you don't live in a dry county, huh?
And sometimes when we touch, the honesty is just too much. No. I've had a blast hanging out with Trent and the family. They're wonderful people. We wrote a great song today. We had a good time. We jammed last night with the band, and I don't even know what time it is. I'm just hanging up here, y'all. You get me started, I'm just singing songs, y'all. That's just all I know how to do. I'm terrible at a real job. Like, this is it. I was meant to just play music. It's been great. My journey is a little bit more whiskey soaked. It's been there a while. I've got a few albums out. I've had a few things. I've seen a few heartbreaks. I've made a good woman cry. You know, once you've done that, you've lived a little bit. You've heard a little bit. I think we're in tune enough. I'm gonna do this song. This song is just really, really important to me over the years. I don't care what anybody does. I'm a pretty libertarian kind of guy. I always try to choose life, but I didn't always do that. And this song was there's 3 parts of this song. If you listen to my stuff, there's a song called Another Promise. That was the first chapter. Then I wrote this one. And then the same guy I wrote this with, Mark Normal. He wrote Moon Over Georgia with Shenandoah. And he had that song, What I Love About Sunday. And I love Mark. I never opened up about this story, and then I just told Mark this story. I don't know why. He's just a good person. Rick Hall used to say, Jamie, we need people like Mark Normal to vouch for us when we get to heaven, because we're not going to get there on our own. We need a Christian to pull the strings for us. So I just told Mark this story. It's the first time we'd written, and we got down, and he called me that night, and he's like, we got to write that thing you said. You said you paid for it. And he was like, man, I can't get it out of my head. And I was like, well, I'm free tomorrow, because nobody knows who I am. So every single word of this song is true, y'all. That bar of chocolate fit right in my pocket. It's the only thing that I'd ever stole. And I thought I was home free, but I guess Mama knows me. The guilt on my face must have shown. Mama bailed me out, 2 quarters and a dime. When Daddy got home that night, I paid for it. That shame, I wore it. That cross, I bore it. But it didn't break me down. And I learned from it. And I've overcome it. And that fight I wanted, I can live with me now. 'Cause I paid for it. We weren't old enough. We weren't even in love. That night we got carried away. One morning she called and said we need to talk. There's a big decision we need to make. And we both agreed to make it disappear. We borrowed the money, but over the years I paid for it. That shame, I wore it. That cross, I bore it. I wanted salvation, but I didn't know the call. Fell to my knees, and for the first time I prayed. And deep in my soul, I know I heard him say, I paid for it. That shame, I wore it. That cross, I bore it. But death couldn't break me down. And I rose above it. And I've overcome it. And that fight I wanted, you can live with me now. 'Cause I paid for it. Yes, I paid for it. He paid for it. And Jim paid for this beer, so I'm just saying.
You know what, man? I just love your presence. I love your attitude. I love your music. It's
bless you.
honest. It's to the point. We need more like it.
I wear it like an albatross.
But you know what? You're such a modest individual. I'm looking at your bio, and
They did call me the amazing Jami Grooms, so modesty. It's like when Elvis held that belt. He's like, what, it's my gold belt? Makes you think that I'm modest. That's what it is.
Well, you know, someone's got to write that flair because, you know,
You got to be who you are,
Tell
man,
the
in
truth.
life.
Just-
If we would just all realize at an early age we're all screwed up and nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
We all got issues. And if we start from there, we can probably build some better bridges. I don't know. I'm not running for nothing. I'm just saying.
You know what? I enjoy
I'm not
it.
running for nothing.
No, man, just keep doing what you're doing because it's honest.
Are we getting some Facebook people out there listening to us?
Oh, man.
Are they having a good time?
You're around 700 viewers
Oh,
right now.
my goodness. That's embarrassing. You know. Well, for those of y'all that can't see us, I'm pretty, if that helps.
So
I'm pretty vain. That's
yeah.
what it is. I'm pretty vain.
quit listening and start watching.
Yeah. I have a voice for radio, a face for radio.
We used to say that in our first year all the time.
I have a song called I'll Quit When Willie Does, but we're not going to do that tonight. We're going to... I don't know. I'm going to do this song. I feel... We're okay to just do it. Y'all having a good time out there? Y'all don't mind. I'm just playing things, y'all. There's a new record coming out. I'm really excited about it. These are some songs I cut. My buddy Sean Ames called me one day, and he said, write this title down. I was like, all right. I wrote a lot of songs with Sean, and I wrote the title down. And then he said, I got to go get her. So we got together a couple months later. They worked it out. I'm just going to skip through all that. But she was in the kitchen the whole time we were writing this song, and all I kept hearing was, mm-hmm. Like, she just kept adding her little 2 cents at everything. But Miranda probably saved Sean's life, so I'll give her credit on that. This is a song I'm real proud of. We wrote. He said, what the hell is going on? So he opened up the bedroom door. She closed that suitcase on the bed and said, I can't do this anymore. You're not the only man in my life. I must confess that my love for him is stronger than the whiskey. It's always on your breath. She said, I'm leaving you for him, even though he reminds me of you. I can't sit here and pretend that you'll ever be the man that I once knew. His anger turned to tears. He just stood there stunned. She walked to their baby's bed and picked up their son and said, I'm leaving you for him. There's 2 bottles in the fridge. I left them right where you could see them. One is yours and one is his. They're the reason why I'm leaving. I can't sit around and wait for you to decide which one you would give up on to have the other in your life. She said, I'm leaving you for him, even though he reminds me of you. I can't sit here and pretend that you'll ever be the man that I once knew. His anger turned to tears. He just stood there stunned. She walked to their baby's bed, picked up their son, and said, I'm leaving you for him. He cussed the whiskey, pouring it out, swearing never again. He threw that bottle on the ground, said, I'm leaving you for him. I'm leaving you for him. Don't stop. All right, we're gonna bring the band back up. We're gonna jam out. I don't even know what time it is, y'all.
It's 8:30, 8:32.
I got like 10 minutes left in this bottle.
You want a crown?
Yeah, why not? It's Friday. You can take your seat back, man. I'm gonna side spot it.
Oh, we're back. Give it up for Jami, though. Those songs, man.
Yeah.
Those are some heartfelt songs.
This is a very special addition to have a man of your stature on the stage.
Come on
You
now.
know, and be so.
My wife's saying his head is big enough. Just stop. Don't even. Just,
You know,
just stop.
Yeah, she answered my question for you, Jami.
I want to make sure. Hey, no, it's a blessing. This Colorado's been great. This is awesome. This venue, all these people that came out tonight, we've enjoyed hanging out with you.
Yeah, absolutely. We wrote a good
Hanging out
song
with
today.
Trent.
We wrote a really good song today. Hopefully, we'll be able to hear that one soon.
So how did you guys hook up?
Well, I think
Tinder.
it was good. I think it went something like my
I think they
dad.
got one back
I think
there.
it was something like we heard.
His dad was on Tinder. That's what it was.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
just hanging
good
out.
joke. Yeah, I think-
Craigslist, you know.
Craigslist.
What you gonna do?
I think it went something like we heard "Pour Whiskey on My Grave" and we're like, "Dang, that's a good song. Who wrote that?" And we're like, "This guy named Jami Grooms."
And I was on Christian Mingle.
Farmers Only.
No, Christian Mingle. That's what we.
Farmers Only. And it was something like.
Let's keep it wholesome over here. No, go ahead with your story.
And so we heard "Pour Whiskey on My Grave" because it's got a lot of hits on YouTube and it's got a big it's blowing up.
Like 9 million. It's crazy.
9 million views on YouTube. Yeah, "Pour Whiskey on My Grave."
If you watch the video, my big head is in it a couple times. You'll see it.
Yeah.
It's it. Yeah, it's there.
Oh,
You
yeah.
see it.
Oh yeah, I did see you in that a few times.
Jacob Bryant, y'all. Go
Jacob
ahead.
Bryant. Yeah, it's cool. And then my dad was like, "Hey, he's really cool. We should reach out." And so we listened to some of his other stuff, and we're like, "Hey, would you ever want to songwrite with him?" And my dad's like, and I'm like, "Yeah, that'd be really cool." And so my dad's like, "All right, I'll reach out to him." And then we reached out to him, and here we are. So we're just so happy that Jami could be out here, and that Jami's hanging out with us, writing with me, and just really cool to hang out with him. And I've never really written with I've written songs by myself and stuff like that. And I think we'll play one that I wrote a little while ago. We can talk about that story a little bit, but it was so cool today, just like writing with Jami. It was like I had never thought of some of the things he just started mentioning. And when you're songwriting and you're songwriting yourself and you're like teaching yourself how to songwrite, it's like there's so many things that you think you know, but like he taught me a lot today, and so it's pretty cool.
So now you're on the fast track to being a Sony signed artist, right?
No.
We'll see.
Don't take the track I took. Take it.
So
Lean to the right.
that's the secret, friends. We have a
No. Don't take any advice from me. Just write songs. That's what I tell you. Just write songs.
songs,
Write
yeah. Just
every
write
day.
every day,
Feel,
write every day.
Write
That's a
every
big
day. Don't listen to anybody. Don't anybody tell you what's right or wrong. Just
No, but I
because you
mean,
don't know. If
my
music
God.
is subjective, you just don't have a clue what people want to hear.
Yeah.
That's true.
What do
That's
you,
true.
What do you want to play? What do you want to play?
Man, we was talking about earlier. We was talking about doing Marshall Tucker a little bit.
Okay, yeah, you go ahead.
Gonna buy a ticket low down the station now. I don't care where it goes. I'm gonna climb a mountain, highest mountain low. I'm gonna jump off and no one's gonna know. Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what that woman, Lord, has been doing to me? Can't you see? Love, can't you see what that woman has been doing to me? Paul, you know a verse of that? You know what? I'll do it. Y'all, Toy Caldwell wrote this song, and he was a genius. It's how many times every man said, can't you see? Gonna find me holding a wall. I'm gonna crawl on that stage and die. 'Cause that lady loves even me no woman now. But she never told me goodbye. Can't you see? Lord, can't you see what that woman loves been doing to me? Play a little bit, Trent. Gonna ride southbound all the way down to Alabama till the train run out of time. I'm gonna buy a ticket low down to the station now. I ain't never coming back. Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what that woman has been doing to me? Oh, can't you see? Oh, can't you see what that woman's been doing to me?
Yeah, here, can we trade guitar chords real quick? I boosted, I got my boost pedal and it's boosting you. When you're jamming on the chords.
I was killing it, man.
We good? We good?
So isn't that what happens in Nashville when isn't Wild Horse right next to Coyote Ugly?
It's down the street. You
Okay.
really can't catch herpes from it.
Can't get chirpies, yeah, I know.
It's far enough away.
But I thought you guys could trade verses from down the street.
I never been to Coyote Ugly on purpose.
All right, well, this next one we're going to do is a little tune I wrote a while back, and of course it's about a girl. So, like, I'm a 19-year-old guy. Of course it's going to be about a girl. What else is going to be about? And that was another piece of advice he gave me. When you're 19 and you're young, the safest thing you can write about is girls. So, I already took his advice, and this is a song I wrote about.
It's creepy when I write about a 19-year-old girl. See? That's,
So we wrote this song. I wrote this song about, 2 or 3 months ago about a girl. I don't know if she's listening tonight, but maybe. We'll see. This little tune called Jesus and You. So here we go. You know there's something about your smile, something beautiful about it. Girl, there ain't no way around it. 'Cause baby, you're as sweet as sugar, hot as hell, stubborn enough to save me from myself. You know something about your touch, or the way you pull me close and hold me tight, never leave my side. You're the love I want and the hope I need and strength inside when I have none in me. Lord knows how many times I've hit my knees, thanking Him for your love, baby. You know you rescued me. Well, I'm hard in love, but you saved me from my insecurities. You know it's true that I'd be lost without Jesus and you. Without Jesus and you. You know there's something about your whisper, the way you say my name, it lights flame and always makes me wonder, what did I ever do to deserve you, an angel running wild with me? Lord knows how many times I've hit my knees, thanking Him for your love, baby. You know you rescued me. Well, I'm hard to love, but you saved me from my insecurities. You know it's true that I'd be lost without Jesus and you. Without Jesus and you. Lord knows how many times I've hit my knees, thanking Him for your love, baby. You know you rescue me. I'm hard to love, but you saved me from my insecurities. You know it's true. Girl, you know it's true that I'd be lost without Jesus and you. Without Jesus and you. Thank you.
They rotate y'all. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Wow, loving it.
All right, what do you want to do, Jamie? What do you want to play?
I got turned down a while ago. I don't know where Chad went. What's my sound there? I didn't want to mess you up. Well, y'all, Paul's a big Taylor Swift fan. We were talking earlier.
Oh, really? Oh, really? I didn't know this.
It was Archie's.
I'm
It was
like
Archie's.
I usually do like a Taylor Swift cover band. That's my normal gig. Don't tell nobody. I don't do it in drag or nothing. I'm just saying. You love Taylor Swift, Paul. Don't lie. Come on. Don't be.
See, this is the joy of having Trent back, every year. It's like, so we just wind him up and let him go.
Still like it's just midnight. Come and pick me up, no headlight. We're not doing that. We're not doing Taylor Swift to where's our furthest listener from? How far away is our furthest listener?
We won't see them metrics till tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, the metrics on the radio.
Wherever you are. I told my people it's mountain time. I was like, y'all got to figure it out. I'm not.
Well,
It's Wednesday night. I know some of my folks are drinking. They have had more than one.
Always watch it and share it again tomorrow. We'll be there forever.
That's what'll probably happen to be after the fact.
But something's working though.
Y'all, this goes out to a pretty lady.
Yeah. You're working on 800 now.
I still like classic rock. I'm not burnt out on that. On a dark and lonesome highway, east of Omaha, you listen to this on a night as one lost song. You can think about the woman, girl you knew the night before. Your thoughts will soon be wondering where they always do when you're riding 16 out, there's nothing much to do, and you don't feel much like riding on. You just wish the trip was through. Say here I am on the road again. Here I am up on the stage. Here I go, play star again. Here I go, turn the page. You walk into the Waffle House, strung out from the road, and you feel the eyes upon them, just shaking off the cold. Pretend it doesn't bother you, just want to explode. Sometimes you can't hear them talk, other times you can. Same old cliche, got a woman or a man, you always seem outnumbered. Did I make a stand? You say here I am on the road again. Here I am up on the stage. Here I go, play the star again. There I go, turn the page. Trent Hughes Band, y'all, give 'em a hand. Out there in the spotlight, you're a million miles away. Every ounce of energy, try to give away. The sweat pours out your body like music that you play. Later in the evening, as you lie awake in bed, the hot blonde on the front row still running through your head. You smoke the day's last cigarette. Remember what you said. You said here I am on the road again. Here I am up on the stage. Here I go, play the star again. There I go, turn the page. He said there I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. And there I go, playing star again. There I go, there I go. He said there I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. And there I go, playing star again. There I go, there I go. Oh, thank you. How much time we got left? We got what? 10 more minutes.
It's been a really special night.
I want you to end it. So you do the last song, but let's do something together. We know, and then we'll.
Yeah.
It's like, 'cause we are never, ever, ever. Come on, Paul, quit acting like it was a creepy conversation. It was all young Taylor Swift stuff. Like it was like none of her
You
new
know,
stuff.
Paul, we all know you like Taylor Swift. It's okay.
'Cause we
It's okay.
are never, ever, ever getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. You go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me, Paul. 'Cause we are never, ever, ever back together.
Yeah, I think you're onto something there.
Yeah. I do a Taylor Swift cover band. It's cool though. I like it. It's you know. When I think Timber Girl. Man, I'm gonna go on Alex. I'm gonna go on outstreets. Y'all cool? Just like reaching out. I'm gonna do. I don't know.
Whatever you want to do.
Just fall back, Paul. We get lost. Tell me, do you think it'd be alright if I could just crash here tonight? See, I'm no shit for ride. Got no place to go, and you know it might not be that bad. You were the best I'd ever had. And if I had blown the whole thing years ago, might not be alone. Tomorrow we can drive around this town, and the cops chase us around. The past is gone, summer might be found to take its place. Ain't jealousy. You can trust me not to think, not to sleep around. But if you don't expect too much from me, you might not be let down. 'Cause all I wanna do is be with you and feel like I matter too. And if I hadn't blown the whole thing years ago, might not be alone. Tomorrow we can drive around this town. The cops chase us around. The past is gone, something I found to take its place. Ain't jealousy. Bring it down. You can trust me not to think, not to sleep around. But if you don't expect too much from me, then you might not be let down. 'Cause all I wanna do is be with you, feel like I matter too. And if I had blown the whole thing years ago, might not be alone. Tomorrow we can drive around this town and let the cops chase us around. The past is gone, something might be found to take its place. Ain't jealousy. Tomorrow we can drive around this town, let the cops chase us around. The past is gone, something might be found to take its place. Hey, jealousy. All of them proud too. I'm gonna turn it over, y'all. Trent Hughes, Paul, Jared, these guys are incredible. Thanks for letting me jam. Thanks for letting me be here. Chad, can I unplug? We're over with Chad Wynn.
Jami Grooms, everybody. One big hand.
Follow me on the face too. I'm out there. You can't hide the internet. I've tried. There's some videos.
Thank
Sandy
you
was
for
there.
gracing our stage,
No.
my friend.
God bless y'all. I'm gonna turn it over to these guys. They're incredible.
Well, we've officially outed Paul as like the biggest Taylor Swift fan in the world tonight. So I say it's a good night. I'd say it's been a good night. All right, so we got to end this show. What do you guys want to end with? You crawl? What do we got? Crawl? You crawl? Yep. All right, well, so we're going to end this one with our song Crawl.
So are you going to throw in the Zeppelin riffs?
Yeah, we'll throw in some Zeppelin. I can throw in some Zeppelin riffs for you guys. So this song we wrote down, we wrote a little while ago when we were nominated for New Artist of the Year at the Rocky Mountain Country Music Awards. We flew down to Nashville as soon as we figured that out and recorded this song, debuted at the Rocky Mountain Country Music Awards. So this is a little tune called Crawl. Here we go. Well, I fly it high from this heart of mine, a flag of human pride. I never take no left, boy, I bet you this, I ain't scared to walk the line. Now I ain't out to stir things up. Push me in a corner and you'll find, oh, I'll jump up and fight back. No way in hell gonna back down, I'll dust off, pick up the slack, draw a line and stand my ground. So go ahead and take your best shot, I'll take it one more round. You can knock me down, back me up against the wall, but I ain't gonna crawl. Oh, I don't aim to please anyone but me, and I stand by my beliefs. But don't take me wrong, I ain't too strong to hit the hardwood on my knees. But brother, let me warn you now. Oh, I ain't one to turn the other cheek. Oh, I'll jump up and fight back. No way in hell I'm gonna back down. I'll dust off, pick up the slack, draw a line and stand my ground. So go ahead and take your best shot. Now take it one more round. You can knock me down, back me up against the wall, but I ain't gonna crawl. I don't wanna come off as if I'm trying to act too tough, but if I've just about had enough, and when push comes to shove, I'll jump up and fight back. No way in hell I'm gonna back down. I'll dust off, pick up the slack, draw a line and stand my ground. So go ahead and take your best shot, and I'll take it one more round. You can knock me down, back me up against the wall, but I ain't gonna crawl. No, I ain't gonna crawl. Thank you guys so much for having us on tonight. It's been a blast. No, I ain't gonna crawl. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Give it up one more time for Jami Grooms. He was phenomenal. Jami Grooms was amazing.
Trent Hughes right here on KCOSdigitalmedia.com. Wow.
And we're going to start calling him Paul, Silent Paul. You got to have that catch. I mean, the whole thing's working for you, man. So much. I'm liking where you're going.
Oh,
Your
thank you.
direction is always straight. You
Thank you.
guys come up with surprises all the time. Can't wait to have you back next year to see
Absolutely.
what's up your sleeves, you know, and more stories to tell. And who knows what Dad's cooking up back there. He already alluded to a friend of mine in Florida coming up from.
Oh boy.
Now, you forgot your manager. Got to introduce your manager.
Yeah, Marlene, our publicist Marlene, I got to give her a shout out because she's a very hard worker. She's a workhorse, and she's working me hard too. So
That's good.
Got to give her a shout out because she's been doing some amazing things behind the scenes with us and stuff like that, and giving us some amazing opportunities. And she's a wonderful person. We're very happy working with her. There's another person I didn't shout out, and that's Mom. Because Mom, I mentioned
course.
Dad, but I forgot to mention Mom.
Of course.
Mom is another big supporter of me. Supports me in everything I do. So I got pretty cool parents.
She really has
Well,
the
you
band's
do,
back.
yeah.
She has the band's back. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
Absolutely, absolutely.
She didn't tell your Taylor Swift secret.
Well, you know, and that's I remember the very first time that you guys came up when we were doing the Overlook thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, yeah, we do kind of house concerts out of our garage, and the neighbors are kind of hoping we'd find a place, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the neighbors were not too happy with us when we decided to use the garage as rehearsal space one day. And
Oh,
they
man.
first
You know-
song they come up and say, "Are you guys almost done?" So, yeah.
The whole neighborhood watch team, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And now they're going to be, waiting for that CD release and
Absolutely.
your autograph, you know. So yeah, all the best to you.
Thank you, Mark.
Keep posting away on what you're doing on that group page. We want to know what's happening with
Awesome.
you guys, and thanks again.
Thank you so much for having us. Our 4th year. We are super blessed to be here. I'm super blessed to have the team behind me, and we're just going to keep going and doing the Trent Hughes Band kind of thing that we've always been doing. So,
Hey, anytime you can entertain almost 1,000 people online, we're doing our job.
sweet.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, all of you who tuned in and were listening.
want to give you guys all a shout out. Even though you weren't here, the next best thing, I guess, was checking us out online.
Well, we just got to give a poke to our friend Adam, who would rather stay home and eat a BLT than come down here and enjoy music and Cajun food from Springs, Orleans, right?
Rough.
Got some good food over there.
Yeah, but nonetheless, we are so happy to be here, and you know that old saying, it's a biblical saying, when more than one are gathered in his name, and
Make joyful noise.
I know you followed that,
Yep.
brother. All the best.
Yep. Well, thank you guys so much once again. Thank you to my amazing band. Thank you, everyone that came out, hanging with us. Jami Grooms, one more time. Came from Nashville.
Yeah, Jimmy.
To come hang with us tonight. So hopefully we'll be doing some more stuff with him soon.
So he didn't bring any CDs to fund his.
He told me earlier when we were hanging out, he's like, dang, man, I forgot to bring all my CDs and and my T-shirts. Otherwise, I would have been selling them.
Oh yeah.
Left them on the counter.
Oh, man.
iTunes. Check him out on iTunes. Jami Grooms. I have his CD on my phone. So
And all the links are always on the event page to go back and reminisce over, and we always attach the finished product to the event page for your sharing, continuous pleasure, review, whatever you want to do with it.
Yep.
You know the deal.
Absolutely.
We're behind you, brother.
Sweet. Thank you, Mark. Well, hope you guys enjoyed, and that I think is all we had time for tonight. So
Right on.
yeah, it went by quick.
Real quick, KCOSdigitalmedia.com would like to thank the band, first of all, the fans both in-house and online. We want to let you know where to find us. You can find us on Facebook at KCOSdigitalmedia.com. You can also find us on YouTube, Colorado Music Network, where you'll find all of our shows from the last 3 years, everything we've ever done in one place. Just stay tuned to the All Colorado Music 24/7 at KCOSdigitalmedia.com. Thank you.
Thanks for coming. That's a wrap.